Australia's gone through, so that money will be coming back, which is very big news. We've initiated category buying this year.
Oh, I love Fridays so much. Why do I love Fridays? Well, because, we've got interesting guests that always make their way.
Well, we've had a really big year. I mean, as you know, you've mentioned the Smart Shopper campaign.
It is the awesome sounds of a lady we simply know as Pink saying, "Don't let me get me."
The higher you build your barriers, the taller I become.
You're listening to the Radio Pick and Pay Staff Show. The Radio Pick and Pay big interview.
We've heard their names and may know a little bit about them. But for the past next few weeks, we're chatting to our executives at Pick and Pay. Today, we're honored to chat to Suzzanne Ackerman Berman, who heads up transformation. And it's at this moment I say it's a very good morning to you and welcome to Memeza.
How are you?
Oh, we're totally inspired as always every weekday morning. Now, Suzzanne, Pick and Pay's core values include giving back to the community. We all know your father's legendary quote, "Doing good is good business." But tell us why.
It's not just a quote, it's a way of life. And I think that's what every single person who wears the Pick and Pay badge understands and feels, that we are who we are because of our colleagues, our friends, and our communities. And that's what Pick and Pay is all about.
Interesting indeed. If you're a guardian of the Red Cross Hospital Trust, and we've all heard of that, trustee of the Ikamva Labantu Community Development Program, fellow of the First Movers Fellowship Program of the Aspen Business Institute of Management, as well as board member of the Smile Foundation. Please tell us a little bit about your involvement in each of these groups.
How long do you have? No, I was very honored to be invited to join the Aspen Institute. It's a business school based out in New York. And I suddenly got a call one day, would I honor them and join their program? And I thought, wow, honor them. I'm honored to be invited. It's people who are trying to do things differently around the world. And I was fortunate to be the only African representative on this committee. The rest were all Americans. There were only 15 of us. And what they loved about the work that we're doing here in South Africa is growing small businesses, about growing entrepreneurs, bringing entrepreneurs, informal individuals who are trying to make a go in life into the formal sector, and how we at the Pick and Pay Foundation reach out to small farmers and help the farmers grow produce, merchandise, grow livestock for sale into our stores, and how we as Pick and Pay provide a market to people out there who really wouldn't have access to a formal market. So that's really why I was invited to on the Aspen course, and it was a fantastic experience. The Smile Foundation is something I believe very personally in. My daughter was born with a cleft lip and palate, and I understand what it's like as a parent when your child is not born so-called normal. We see these amazing adverts of children who are beautiful and these gorgeous babies on the boxes of nappies and things. Not all children are like that, and it was very difficult for me. In fact, my daughter's 19 now, and I think it's only now, she's an amazing personality, that I've really come to terms with the fact that she has a special gift, another gift. And the Smile Foundation looks at helping children with facial abnormalities and cleft lips and palates. Those children who cannot afford the operations, we pay for them out of the foundation and run Smile Week programs at all the hospitals around the country. So that was something I personally wanted to get involved with, and I run parent workshops to help other parents who've been through a similar experience that I've been through. So it's a way I personally can give back.
I suppose this is closely linked with the Red Cross Hospital Trust, where you're a guardian.
I'm a guardian of the Red Cross Hospital, and again, it's to do with children. I love children. I think I'm a frustrated school teacher at heart, and I just love the fact that the children are our future. And the Red Cross Hospital is the only dedicated hospital in the Southern Hemisphere. I know it's in Cape Town, and people say, oh, it's only Cape Town, but children come there from all over Africa to be helped, because the it's phenomenal. The help and care that they give is just amazing. And I'm a guardian of the hospital, which means I get involved in some of the fundraising. I help bring children from all over the world. I'm all over Africa. And we just engaged in lots of different activities.
Now, Suzzanne, we understand you're a very, very, very busy woman. How do you balance life, work, and giving back to the community?
You know, I think I'll answer that when I go to sleep for a long, long time. I don't think a mother ever does that balance really well, to be honest. It's very difficult being a mother, and you just need to speak to the millions and hundreds of mothers that work for us at Pick n Pay, who get up at 5 in the morning, have to deal with the children, single parents, come to work, and still look after their church, their community, the old people. It's exactly the same. We all do it, and somehow, sorry to say it, women have a gift. We just get on with life and do it. We don't think about it.
And then, you know, what value or quote do you live by? I mean, personally for me, that's one there. I was hoping to get a copy of your book last week, but unfortunately that did not happen. But
I'll get you one today.
There we go.
And I'll sign it for you, your Christmas present. But you've got to promise me you'll read it.
I will.
Okay. My quote that I live by is, if I can make a difference in someone's life every single day, then I've had a good day. Doesn't matter who it is. For instance, I've just arrived now from the airport, and the gentleman who helped us get the car, the hired car, he just had such a wonderful smile. So I just engaged in a conversation with him. It's just the little things like that. And he said to me, "Ma'am, you've made my day." And it was just reaching out to somebody, talking to them, and not just accepting people at face value because they're offering you a service, but we are part of humanity, and we need to reach out a lot more, all of us.
Filled with inspiration this morning. If you're joining us right now, it's an honor for me right now to be in studio with the head of transformation, Suzzanne Ackerman Berman, who's just been chatting with us about where she's been involved in, from the Red Cross Hospital Trust all the way down to her involvement with fellowship programs of the Aspen Business Institute of Management, and also just finding out more of how she manages to balance work and giving back tirelessly, to community. And for those wanting to make a difference in their local community, Suzzanne, but certainly are facing their fair share of challenges, what words of encouragement would you give them?
Now you're putting me under pressure. I think it's sharing a smile. I know they sound very trite words, and life has been tough for a lot of people these last few years, particularly the economies all around the world are struggling. But if you can just reach out and give an extra child a hug, if you can invite another mother or a grandmother for a cup of tea, it really is the simple things. But I would like to ask all staff to reach out to somebody, and dare I say the race word, of another race or another religion in the next few weeks, and ask them, how do they celebrate Christmas? Do they celebrate Christmas? How do they celebrate birthdays? Let's get to know one another as South Africans, because we don't. I don't know what you do on Christmas. Do you know what I do on Christmas?
I have no idea. I would love to know, though. Find out.
I don't celebrate Christmas because I'm Jewish. But, as a Jewish child growing up with Christmas around, you always wonder, what is it all about?
Yes.
So I've spent the last 48 years of my life finding out what people do on Christmas. And I've been invited to a few Christmas occasions, and it's the most wonderful sharing of family spirit.
Well, you're certainly invited to my braai over Christmas.
Oh, thank you.
There you go. It's been a beautiful interview in studio with the head of transformation within Pick n Pay, Suzzanne Ackerman Berman. Any closing words, perhaps, that you may have? I know you're a very, very busy lady. Just words in closing.
We're all as busy as we make out to be. But do you know what? What does this word transformation mean? It's a very big, fancy word.
It is.
But it quite simply means changing the way we do things. Changing the way we at Pick n Pay treat one another. Understanding, reaching out, crossing barriers of race, gender, disability, and actually appreciating others who are might have been disadvantaged in the past or might be physically disadvantaged now, and assisting and reaching out. So please, I'm just begging us all, let's make that difference and change this company. We are an amazing company, and we can stand very proud the way we mix and the way we do business in South Africa, and reaching out to our communities and small businesses, and let's never stop that.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
For those listening, send in your emails, radiopnp@pnp.co.za. Share with us what you've learned, what you've heard through this interview with, of course, our head of transformation, Suzzanne Ackerman Berman.
The Radio Pick and Pay big interview.
Hi, this is La Vuvuzela, and you're listening to riimz on the Mamezo Staff Show, only on Radio Pick and Pay.